My mother came to every parents' evening my brother had and none of mine. She tells people now that I was the difficult one. She was telling it again at Aunt Carol's 60th wine glass tilting, half the table leaning in. Bethany was a nightmare from the start. She laughed. Some children you just can't reach. God knows we tried. Daniel nodded along. The cousins nodded. I sat at the far end and said nothing, because I'd learned by 7 that defending myself only proved her point. She'd make up these stories, Mum went on. Anything for attention. That's so hard, Aunt Carol said, squeezing her hand. You did your best. I used to believe that too. I believed it through every parents' evening she attended for Daniel and skipped for me. I've got a migraine, Bethany. You'll be fine. It's pouring. I'm not driving out for a report I already know. What's the point? They'll only tell me what you already are. For Daniel's, she curled her hair. She brought Mrs. Price a tin of shortbread and sat in the little plastic chair beaming while his teachers called him a delight. For mine, I handed the slip back unsigned and told Miss Halloway my mom was working late. Miss Halloway kept me behind once. Bethany, love. Have you eaten today? I had breakfast. You said that yesterday. She crouched to my level. Is everything all right at home? Everything's fine, I said. You didn't say the other thing. You just didn't. I stopped thinking about any of it until my own daughter started school last month, and something about her lunchbox packed full ordinary made my chest go tight. So I did a thing I'd never thought to do. I sent my old school a data request for my file. It came in a brown envelope 3 weeks later. 90 pages. I read it at the kitchen table after everyone was asleep, and the floor dropped out from under me. Page after page of contact logs. Attempted to reach Mother Ree. Bethany arriving without lunch. No response. Home visit requested. Declined. Bethany fell asleep in lessons 3 days running. Mother did not attend meeting. Concern raised. Bruising. Upper arm. Mother canceled twice. Miss Halloway had written referrals. Real ones. To the people whose job it was to knock on our door. And then I found the letter. Typed. Signed by my mother. Dated the spring I turned 8. To whom it may concern. I must warn the school that Bethany is a compulsive liar who invents stories for attention. Please disregard anything she tells you about her home life. I would ask that these meetings stop as they only encourage her behavior. She hadn't skipped my parents' evenings because she was tired. She'd skipped them because sitting across from my teachers meant answering for the girl who came in hungry with marks on her arm. So she got ahead of it. She built the difficult one on paper years before I could spell the word, so that when I finally opened my mouth, nobody would believe me. I photocopied it. I brought it to Aunt Carol's in my handbag. Honestly, we should have been sainted. Mum was saying, raising her nearly finished me. You know what's funny, Mum? My voice came out level. The whole table turned. Sorry, I put the copy face up on the tablecloth and slid it toward her. Read the top one out loud. Go on. The letter. She glanced down. Her face did something I'd waited 30 years to see. It emptied. Where did you get? You wrote it when I was 8. I turned to Aunt Carol. She told my school I was a liar so they'd stop asking why I came in without food. It's all in there. The meetings she canceled. The bruise. The referrals a teacher had to file because my own mother wouldn't answer the phone. Daniel picked the page up. His lips moved as he read. Mum, why did you write this? It's out of context. She's twisting it. That's your signature. I said. Bethany, that is enough. You curled your hair for his teachers. I nodded at Daniel. You couldn't look at mine. Aunt Carol took the page from Daniel, read it, set it down very slowly, and lifted her hand off my mother's. I wasn't difficult, I said to her, to Daniel, to the whole silent table. I just needed to be, didn't I? So nobody would look too hard at you. My mother opened her mouth. For the first time in my life, nothing came out.